Magandang umaga po at a blessed new year to everyone at welcome po ulit sa panibagong episode ng Drive Truth. At tayo po ay magpapatuloy doon sa ating devotional on the blessed na. So napag-usapan na po natin the first two verses. Apo, Mimiya. So napag-usapan na po natin first two verses, no? Kung saan sinasabi, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth at the seat of the scornful." At ang sabi natin, ang alternative dito sa pag-iwas natin dun sa walk of the ungodly, sa way of sinners, at dun sa seat of the scornful would be to delight in the law of the Lord, and in His law should we meditate day and night. And we have explained that delighting actually means being excited, having that thirst for the Word of God and looking for His truth. At ngayon naman ay pag-uusapan natin kung ano man yung result. Sabi ng Psalm 1 verse 3, sabi, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper." Now there are a lot of truth dun sa verse na yan, but we'll talk about being planted. Sabi doon, "He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water." Now, alam naman po nating lahat, when we talk about trees, we talk about being deeply rooted. And when something is deeply rooted, it means that person or that thing is actually settled. At yun ay magandang ano natin, that a blessed man is someone who is settled. He is settled. He is not double-minded. He is not unstable in his ways. And sabi ng Bible, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, diba? So laging, kumbaga, yung pagiging double-minded, yung pagiging unstable is something that the Bible really kumbaga discourages. And dito makikita natin that ang description ng blessed man is he shall be like a tree who is planted, which means he has deep roots, he is settled, he is kumbaga, he is someone who is not drawn or kumbaga driven by the wind, diba? Yan yung isang characteristic niya. Second characteristic na makikita natin sa isang puno, sabi dito, "He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water." And of course, if you're a tree planted by the river of water, ibig sabihin, diba, you have a very good source of nutrition, diba? You are near the source of nutrition. Ibig sabihin, he's near the source of water. Ibig sabihin, yung roots niya are well nourished with water. Yan ang isang magandang characteristic na makikita natin dito of a blessed man. Hindi lang siya tree, hindi lang siya settled, hindi lang siya rooted, kundi he's well nourished. Ibig sabihin, malapit siya sa source ng kanyang nourishment, which is the body of water, which is the river. So yan yung mga makikita natin. And of course, isang bagay rin na makikita natin dito, because he is settled and because he is near the source of blessings, diba, which is the river of water, and he is deeply settled. Ang isang magandang effect neto for others na makikita natin na characteristic ng blessed man would be, if you know, trees actually that are planted by the rivers of water prevent erosion. They hold the soil. The roots that grow actually settle the soil, and it holds the soil so that it won't erode. So ibig sabihin, even if the river continues to flow, hindi niya na-erode yung riverbanks, because the trees that are planted by the riverbanks actually hold the soil. And yan ang isang magandang characteristic din ng blessed man. Hindi lang dahil he is settled, hindi lang dahil he has good source of nutrition or good source of sustenance, kundi he has a good effect to the people around him. He is so settled, he actually holds the soil and prevents them from eroding. So yan din ang isang magandang characteristic ng blessed man. So because he doesn't walk in the counsel of the ungodly, he doesn't stand in the way of sinners, he doesn't sit in the seat of the scornful, and because he delights in the law of the Lord, he is described to be someone who is settled, someone who is well sustained, and someone who actually benefits others. Diba? Sabi nila, he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Ibig sabihin, he prevents the soil from eroding. So, ganun din. Parang, you have that effect because you're a truly blessed man, a godly man. You have that effect sa ibang mga tao that you actually keep them and hold them. And when, you know, when storms come, when the rivers flow harshly, you are that kind of protection, the roots that actually hold the soil from eroding. So, ayan po. Maraming salamat po. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. At lagi nila sinasabi sa akin, patiin ko daw sila. So, makikita natin talaga kung tunay silang nakikinig. Binabati ko po ang lahat ng mga kaklase ko sa UP, College of Law, sa BGC Campus. Lahat ng mga kaklase ko po sa LLM. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. Manigong bagong taon. At maraming salamat po sa panonood. Kung gusto niyo po ng mga ganitong videos, maaari lang po kayo mag-subscribe sa Drive Truth. Meron na rin pong FB page, yung Drive Truth, you may search it. At doon na po natin i-upload lahat ng videos. So magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. At pagpalain po kayo ng Diyos.